Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. It's been a while since we've posted something on our channel, but Shred the Veil is still around, and we have a couple interviews from our archives that we're going to be sharing with you here, including ones from James Rink and Brooks Agnew coming up. In the meantime, Derek and I are getting ready to um, present at the Rebels of Disclosure conference, May 13th through 16th in Grafton, Illinois, put on by the Journey to Truth guys. So we're really excited. This is our first conference we'll be speaking at, and we intend to share a lot of information about our grandfather and his story, about the content of his book, Life with the Cosmos Clearance, and what he went into, and then some new things that we found out about our grandfather from various different sources. So we're really excited. We have not shared any of that information yet. So we're be the first time at the conference. If you can make it, I'll have a link in this video down below. And also want to update you that we were just on the Journey to Truth podcast on Rumble, doing a deep dive on the WingMakers. I know we have a couple of WingMaker videos on this channel already, and we have some more in-depth material on Infinite TV, but this overview that we did with the Journeys to Truth guys just now is a really nice, solid summary of what the Wingmakers are all about, the Ancient Arrows site, the implications of the ACIO involvement. It's really good overview and goes pretty in-depth with some of their philosophy and things like that, so I think you'll really enjoy it. So check that out, and we will see you guys soon.
And so the Wingmakers is an aspect of what he talked about in the book. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, the last chapter was just on the Wingmakers. Yeah.
Right. So that's really interesting because just to have somebody in your family who claims to have a connection with the Wingmakers, which is one of the craziest, conspiracies out there, which I don't think it's a conspiracy. I really do feel in my heart that it's legitimate. And the ACIO, which is the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization, who is a department of the NSA, and their involvement with the Ancient Arrows site, which is the site where the quote time capsule was found. As soon as I said that, my ears started ringing.
There you go.
But yeah, so it's a and that was near Chaco Canyon, if I'm understanding that correctly. And what I find interesting about it is on the Anderson Institute website, they have a photograph of the NSA investigation site in the canyon. So I'm like, well, if you wanted to go look for it, you can just take that photograph and kind of go see if you can, compare it, because they don't give any coordinates. But you guys have done extensive research on this. So whichever one of you guys wants to take the wheel and just kind of, give us the background of, what you've discovered as far as who the Wingmakers are and what this is all about.
Just want to regarding the last chapter of our grandfather's book, he talks about the ACIO and the Wingmakers, and he was the only member of the Disclosure Project that actually talked about the ACIO at all. He brought it up in his testimony as a real organization that was out there, and this was back in 2001. And we've since learned that he may have had some involvement directly with the ACIO. He didn't disclose that information at the time, but we've had more than one source tell us that. So kind of makes sense of why he wanted to include this in his book and thought it was important to save as the last chapter. I just want to preface it with that. And then I think, Derek, you probably are best at explaining the Ancient Arrows site. It was a good place to start.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'll try. It's been a little while, but yeah, we do want to emphasize that our grandfather did say, he did mention ACIO. He said, he was with the NRO, which was secretive up until 1997. And then he said, if you pay your dues and you follow the rules, there's another organization called the ACIO that you or your government can benefit from that organization's information. So, I mean, that's crazy. Now that all the people talk about ACI so much in the last 20 some years, he was very tenured, very old, in his 70 something. And I mean, he was already kind of on his way out, and he was just saying, by the way, this is important information. So it's the last chapter of his book. And so I think that's very relevant also. So to get into the topic, like you said, it was a site found in Chaco Canyon. Now, the thing that people need to realize is when they go to the site, the website, wingmakers. I believe it's wingmakers.